Vintage drums. I have vintage drums. I have some vintage drums anyway. I don't have a lot of vintage drums, but I have. I usually the bottom of this rack here is all Ludwig, or I think there's a Lydian Ludwig knocking around there as well. In fact, no, there isn't. I've moved it, but they're all Ludwig anyway. I've got a vintage kit in the other room, which is my Slingerland Oyster Pink Pearl. I think it was called a Super Gene Krupa kit, and the snare drum for that kit is up there, which is a Slingerland Artist. I don't quite know why or how I got so many Ludwig drums. I think there's about a dozen, including the Lydian Ludwig. There's about a dozen. And as I said, I'm not quite sure how it got to be that figure. It just did. It's not grown in a very long time, but I don't know if it will, certainly in the foreseeable future. Nothing against Ludwig. I think they're particularly cool. Onto the drum itself. Actually, I'm saying Ludwig. This is actually a WFL. This is a WFL Super Classic in slightly yellowed. It doesn't look it under that light because the light's right next to the camera. But this is a very slightly yellowed white marine pearl. This particular drum, as far as I can remember, is from 1958. The month is stamped in there. I can't read it under this light. It's even got, there you go, nice old crispy snare wires on it. And in fact, actually, I'll do this in the but you can see there at the top that it's kind of like half like the Super Sensitive, in that it goes off the edge of the drum. So it's one, starts there, it ends actually up here off the drum. I bought this as a player, and amusingly, it was several years later I actually realised there's a slight, I think there's a slight crack in the shell somewhere, or was a very slight split in the shell somewhere, which, as I said, I didn't realise at the time, and so, I mean, it could have been me. I don't know that it was. I don't know that it wasn't. But either way, and you've got the internal muffler in there as well, which is the knob adjustment there. I've always found this to be quite a dry drum. I don't know. I can't remember what the wood is in it. It's quite dark. It's probably just old maple. But anyway, I've always found it to be quite dry. I always liked it for that reason. I sort of tuned it up yesterday. It still retains that sort of dry body that it always had, and I kind of like that. I just need an excuse to use it now. So maybe in the future I will find one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.